Now, I have gone on record multiple times about my dislike for this anime, because of my absolute disdain for main characters who are absolutely spineless wimps. And the entirety of the first season of Tokyo Ghoul showcases that sentiment exactly. So, let's look back at what has been called the worst anime, by myself exclusively, and why I hate this show so much.
Oh my god.
So, to quickly summarize, Tokyo Ghoul is an anime about supernatural vampires who possess abnormal abilities. Because, of course they do. And the one thing they hate in this world is normal food. The only thing that humans and ghouls can actually enjoy together is coffee. That is the bare minimum explanation of their species I can give. So let me introduce you to my good friend Kaneki, who is dealt possibly one of the worst hands ever to be dealt in a young person's life. The first time we see him, he's timid, doesn't stand out too much, and is about as dimensional as paper in terms of personality. Hold up 1 second. I see you writing your angry comment there. You. Let me say what I want to say first, then write your comment about how much feces I should consume because I'm wrong and you're right. Can we make a deal on that? Alright? Great! Have a cookie. So, where were we? Oh right! Kaneki and just about everything in this season is unbearable. I often have a great deal of disgust for main characters who are emotional, because it often overshadows any other good qualities they may have. And to a person like me, I find that very annoying. Unless you do it right. And to put it very bluntly, this...
Please, you have to help me. I don't know what to do. My whole world has been turned upside down. That day has ruined my entire life.
Was not it. So before I go any further, if you enjoy this character or this anime, click away now, because I am not responsible if and when you get angry because I said bad things about the anime series you based your Tokyo Ghoul OC on. It is not my fault that you like this. After all, you clicked the video. Anyways, we're getting off track. Let's begin our little showcase, shall we? When the show begins, we meet two people named Kaneki and Hide. One, a hyperactive knucklehead with golden hair who wants to be Hokage. Wait, hold on. Am I thinking of the right guy?
Naruto, the next Hokage, a ninja legend! Then everyone will have to stop disrespecting me and look up to me. Believe it!
Yes. And Kaneki, a guy whose entire character at this point can be summarized as books. Kaneki later asks this girl out because she's all about books too. It isn't until later we find out that this girl is into some really kinky shit. But just before she kills off this whiny sack of shit, she dies. And then after the most unethical and definitely illegal surgery ever, this normal college student has his organs replaced with the freaky deaky girls'. And now, he is a ghoul himself.
Don't care.
And believe you me, this doctor, he knows what he fucking did. He's definitely up to some shit. That little smirk he does when he's talking to him, he fucking knows he did some devious shit to this guy. I'm watching you, man. I got my eye on you. Honestly, watching this anime was such a chore because I am not at all invested in any of these characters at all. Literally, none of these characters are at all interesting to me. This old coffee dude? Eh. The little girl? Who cares? All these characters are about as interesting to me as a hentai protagonist in the harem tag. So later on, we get introduced to this guy in a red suit, and oh my god. Let me just say, if you speak a certain language, and try to mix in a different language with the current one you're speaking, I automatically hate you with every fiber of my being.
Long time no see, mon chéri.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Let me tell you this real quick. I watched this in English. Again, save your hate for later. I get it. The dub is bad. I don't care. I have absolutely nothing against J. Michael Tatum. That man's voice is about as smooth as warm butter on pancakes. It's honestly just... But whenever I heard him saying his lines and mixing in French, that combined with his character's overall creep factor was pure torture. It reminds me of those kids back in high school who learned 3 words in Japanese and used it in their everyday speech.
Huh? Nani? Sugoi, Stacy, that looks amazing desu.
Let me move on before I throw myself at a wall. So now we have this guy, and guess what? He's what they call a gourmet, which roughly translates to, I'm a weird creepy asshole who will trick you and try to eat you, but not before this guy plays Lion King with your corpse while fancy people watch. Anyway, moving on after that, I get to the worst scene I have ever seen in anime. Alright, so, context. This dude, he has a girlfriend. A human girlfriend. She gets kidnapped by J. Michael Tatum, so Kaneki tries to save her with the help of said dude, whose name doesn't matter to me in the slightest. And this guy is getting his ass rocked. Straight up, this guy gets his ass whooped so badly throughout the show, I'm pretty sure Reiner is impressed.
What you trying to get into? What you trying to start right now?
So then, for no reason at all, Conan from the Naruto series decides to come in and a fight breaks out. So when the fighting finally ends, this chick decides that the girlfriend needs to die. So she is trying to murder this dude's girlfriend in cold blood. And I shit you not, again, dumbest scene ever, I swear. The only reason she stops is because the girl sees her Kagune and says, "How pretty."
How pretty.
And this bitch stops in her tracks and literally has an existential crisis, sitting on a whole rooftop, muttering to herself, saying, "How am I pretty?" And I swear, I had to stop watching. That entire interaction was all the proof I needed to know I am not going to enjoy the rest of this goddamn anime. All I ask is that you please subscribe so I know it was all worth it in the end. Please. I would like to make this comment to showcase how I truly feel about this anime. It is absolute doo-doo water. So throughout this show, there's these 2 cops called doves. One who looks straight boring, and the other one who looks like the demonic unholy love child of Uncle Ruckus and Vicious from the Cowboy Bebop Netflix adaptation. Anyways, so these dudes are literally murderers with badges. Every time they're on screen, they are literally killing people, and honestly, I would too. Fuck these dudes, bro. So later on, the crazy looking guy is straight up trying to kill Toka and this little ghoul girl, but dies. And again, the bad writing makes yet another appearance. So like I said, Uncle Vicious fucking bites the dust, and Toka finds out this dude was married, and feels bad for the man who was trying to kill her not even 30 seconds ago. Get the fuck up, bitch! What are you doing? Oh, God. This whole anime makes my brain hurt. It really does. So, we're finally nearing the end of this nightmare that is Season 1. And you wanna know what happens next? Kaneki pulls an Eren Yeager and gets himself kidnapped by a walking, talking lawsuit waiting to happen. And the absolute icing on top is this anime has the audacity to call this fucking big-ass bitch Jason. Absolutely unacceptable. However, he does something I wish I could do myself and made the MC of this anime suffer until his body basically said, hey man, I can't reality anymore. So in his head, he's basically going crazy, and this girl that he met in the very beginning, he sees her in his head and decides to eat the mental vision of her, and his hair turns white. No reason at all. I have no idea. And finally, the first and only scene that doesn't make me want to cancel my Crunchyroll subscription. Sponsor me, please. It took 12 entire episodes for this dude to finally not take an L for once, and even made the guy who tortured him cry. So, in my opinion, dub acquired. But that still doesn't negate the fact that everything about this anime is booty water. 2 out of 10. Fuck you.